Good day everyone, especially to our teacher, Sir Alan. My name is Jasmine Rivera. We are the Group 6 and now we will be discussing the political self. So we will talk about some stuff or something about politics, citizenship, nationality, and governance. But first, what is the political self? The political self refers to how individuals understand and express their role in politics and governance. It includes personal beliefs, values, and behaviors related to political participation. A strong political self promotes active citizenship and responsibility in a democratic society. The political self is an essential of the self because it constitutes knowledge about the Constitution, government, and governance. But politics is not only for formal politics because even though sa trabaho or sa classroom, diba there are politics there's politics involved. For example, sa classroom, diba na ay mayor, vice mayor, president, and vice president. So ang political self-DI is not just about the Constitution, but it also on the microcosm of our daily life. Political self is very important because every step of the way in our life now, we need to know more about the politics that we have in our place in that politics. And by the way, the politics is from the Greek word politika, which defined as affairs of the cities. So at the end of the lesson, students are able to first define powers and authority and explain their significance in politics and governance. Second, identify and describe different types of power and authority. Third, understand the concept of political identity and its influences. Fourth, explain the concept of citizenship, including rights and responsibilities. And the last one, describe various forms of civic engagement. And now let's shift our focus to power. Power is the ability to influence or control the behavior of people. It is the capacity to direct actions and decisions of others. So, ang power is very important when it comes to politics kay tungod na siya ability to influence or control the behavior of others. But there's 5 types of power. First is the reward power. Reward power is the ability to influence others by giving rewards. So, ang reward power is the power to get others to do what you want by promising them something they desire, like resources, jobs, or special treatment. So, ang reward power is a type of power nga imong makuha pinaagi sa paghatag og rewards para mosunod ang mga tao sa imo. For example, if you are a leader, pwede nimo tagaan og campaign funds o posisyon sa gobyerno ang imuhang mga supporters. This type of power is gamiton para makakuha og mga alliances and taga-suporta. Why it matters? Because it shows how political actors use benefits to gain support or manipulate behavior. Understanding this helps you reflect on whether your political choices are value-based or benefit-driven. Second is the coercive power. Coercive power controlled through fear or punishment. So, ang coercive power is the power to make someone do something by punishing or threatening with some form of negative consequences for not doing so. So, mo ni ang power nga naay banta or parusa. For example, if naka sa posisyon sa authority, nakay power to impose an order. So, recognizing coercive power helps you evaluate whether your compliance is due to agreement or fear. And the third one is the legitimate power. Legitimate power is a power given by a formal position or role. So, ang legitimate power is a power nga kanang from recognized authority like sa government, laws, and institution. For example, if you are a public official, your responsibility is gamiton nimo imong posisyon sa sakto nga paagi. And if you are a citizen, your responsibility is to participate in election and respecting the rule of law. And the fourth one is the expert power. So, expert power are based on knowledge and skills. So it refers to the influence of a person has due to their specialized knowledge, skills, or expertise. So it's a power nga ga-based sa knowledge sa isa ka tawo. For example, maayo ka sa economy or sa healthcare, pwede ka mahimong advisor o maghatag og insight sa public policies. And the fifth one is the referent power. So referent power are from respect, admiration, or charisma. So ang referent power refers to the leader's ability to influence others based on their likability, credibility, and the admiration they inspire. For example, a politician gains support from the people not only because of his position, but also because kanang gihigugma o ginasaligan siya sa mga tao tungod sa iyang maayong batasan, karisma o tinuray nga pag-alagad. Daghan ang gusto mosunod sa iyang mga programa o advokasya. So, that's the one example of the referent power. So, the 5 types of power kay importante sa development of political self. Kay tungod, they help individuals understand and how influence, control, and leadership work in society and in their personal roles as citizens or leaders.
So, good day everyone. My name is Archie Katadman and my topic is all about authority. So, authority is the recognized right to exercise power. It is the lawful power granted to individuals or institutions to govern. So, according to Max Weber, there are 3 types of authority, which are traditional authority, charismatic authority, and legal rational authority. So first, we have traditional authority. Traditional authority is based on customs and long-standing practices. For example, sa eskwelahan, ang principal sa eskwelahan kay ginasunod o girespeto tungod sa dugay na nga pamatasan o tradisyon, dili lang tungod kay siya ang opisyal nga leader. And the second type of authority is charismatic authority. Charismatic authority is based on personal charm and inspiration. For example, ang maestra kay ilojong i-motivate og maayo ang students to study hard and be kind by sharing powerful stories and showing genuine care. So the students will follow them and respects them not just because they are the teacher, but because of their charisma and inspiring personality. The last type of authority is legal rational. So legal rational authority is based on established laws and regulations. Legal rational authority is a type of authority based on a system of rules, laws, and procedures. It means that people obey a leader not because of personal loyalty or tradition, but because it is legally or formally recognized. This kind of authority is common in modern governments, schools, and organizations where power is given pinaagi sa official positions and laws. For example, ang teacher has a legal rational authority because their power to manage and discipline students comes from a school policies, the Department of Education, and official roles, not from personal charm. Ang estudyante mosunod jud sa instruction sa maestra or maestro tungod kay part man sa formal school system regulations.
Political identity is how individuals see themselves in relation to politics and governance. It is a sense of belonging to a political group or ideology. So, political identity, mao ni siya unsa ang pagtan-aw sa usa ka tawo sa iyong kaugalingon bahin sa politiko o gobyerno. Pasabot ani, mao ni ang pagkabahin o pag-uyon nimo sa usa ka grupo o ideolohiya sa politika. Pananglitan, kung kinsa ang imong gisuportaan nga politiko o ug unsay imong gituohan na pamaagi sa pagpangulo sa usa ka lugar or sa inyong. So the influences of political identities are family, school, media, culture, and religion. So first is the family. Values and beliefs taught at home. So sa pamilya makat-on tag unsay bili o prinsipyo nga mahimo to natong basihan og unsay pagtan-aw nato sa politika. So, for example, ang imong pamilya is permi sila magstorya nga ang angay piliun nga leader mao ang matinabangon o matinud-anon sa mga katawhan. So, madala na nimo pagdako nimo. Kay syempre, mao man na imong nahibaw-an or mao na imong ang nataught sa imong pamilya sa imuha. So, the next one is school. Civic education and student participation. So, sa eskwelahan, natudloan ta sa civic education o leksyon bahin sa katungod o responsibilidad sa usa ka tawo, sa usa ka lugar or sa kanasod. Pananglitan, kung moapil ka sa student council or class election, makat-on ka unsa ang pagpili sa usa ka leader nga responsible ug makahatag kini og ideya unsay maayong leader para sa tinuod nga politika. The next one is media. Influence from news and social media. So, ang balita, TV o social media, maka-influensya sa atong mga opinion. Usahay, depende kung unsa ang imong makita o mabasa, mausab ang imong opinion sa usa ka isyu. For example, permi kamutan og balita nga nagpakita og problema sa korupsyon. Maong, makahuna-huna ka nga importante ang leader na limpyo o walay bahid. The last one is culture and religion. Traditions, social values, and beliefs. So, ang tradisyon, mga pagtuo, mga batasan sa imong lugar o simbahan, makatabang kay ni paghulma sa imong panglantaw sa politika. For example, kung ang imong simbahan nagtudlo nga ang tanan, parehas ug angay, patas ang trato, mahimo kang motuo nga ang gobyerno angay nga patas ug walay pabor-pabor. Kay syempre, maumay na influence sa imong simbahan sa imuha. Overall, ang political identity is mao ni siya ang imong pagkatao sa politika, kung unsang imong gituuhan ug unsang imong prinsipyo.
Good day everyone. Before ta magsugod sa discussion, magpaila-ila sa ta. So my name is Jeric Brigoli. Now let's talk about citizenship, di ba? The word citizenship, di ba, kay baw naman ta. Understandable naman ka ng citizenship, di ba? So ang citizenship refers to the legal status and identity of the belonging to the state. So ang citizenship di ay nag-recognize ka sa government nga part kasi yang sa atong country. Kung citizens ta, natay rights ug duties. So means natay katungod og responsibilidad. Example, natay rights na magpuyo sa tuang lugar, ug nasa tay rights mo eskwela, ug nasa tay rights mo duty. Pero mutuman sa atong balaod ug bayad sa tagbuwis. Dili lang ni papel og ID pero identity pod nagpasabot nga proud ta sa tong kabahin sa tong nasud ug sa kung gusto nato makatabang sa kayuhan niini. For example, katong nahitabo na earthquake sa Cebu, di ba? Naghatag man sa tag responsible na sa good citizenship na nagtinabangay ta, nagbayanihan. So, for another example, di ba? Kung natawo ka sa Pilipinas sa Pilipino, imo ginikanan, so mo nang tawag og citizenship by birth. Pero kung gikan ka sa laing nasa do gusto mo himong Pilipin, mo nang tawag og naturalization. Kung mo boto ka sa eleksyon ug bayad ka sa mga buwis, mo nang pakita sa atong rights ug responsibilities as a citizens.
So, good day everyone. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself first. So, my name is John Oliver J. Siniza, and my topic is about the civic engagement. So, what is civic engagement? Civic engagement refers to actions taken by individuals to influence or improve the quality of life in their communities. It involves participation in activities that address public issues and promote the common good. Civic engagement is also about actively participating sa mga activities nga makatabang to improve our community and society. It means nga as a responsible citizen, dapat mo take part ka sa pag-solve sa problems and decide sa mga important matters o pagtabang sa uban. So, I give you some example of civic engagement, which is the voting. Di ba karon ang uban tao o botante kay dili na lang sila mag-base ug unsay nakita nila sa tao, which is magkuan na lang sila sa kwarta na itunol sa mga mulansar, di ba? So dito na mosulod ang vote buying. So what is vote buying? It is when a candidate gives money for something in exchange for person vote. Tungod ana ang mga tao na imbis na mopili og sakto, wala na lang kay nagpasilaw man sila sa kwarta, naghihatag din. Ang mahitaboan na og makadaog to ang mga pasalig nila nga pakyas maong ang uban tao makaingon na lang og kuan may pagwa gipili without knowing na isa sila pod ato nga ni kuan ni vote atong nga tawhana. So we should vote wisely. And next, volunteer. From the word volunteer, no? So ikaw mismo i-volunteer imong kagalingon kay feel man nimo nga kana siya para imo, di ba? And also kanang makita pug ka naitaw nga nagkalisod, imo i-volunteer imong kagalingon. So we can call that help from the heart. And third is the community services. So mao ni siya kanang clean up drive, tree planting, feeding program, and also we can apply this sa CWTS kay part po na siya sa community services. In short, we can help together. And lastly, membership in civic groups. So ang sample na niya kay kanang Boy Scout, Girl Scout, and also SLG. And we should be a responsible and active leader always.